which you can see from my perspective from up here, but I am grateful to see everyone. For this reason, it's because this is the beginning of a new year and we're still amongst the living. And we have a lot to be thankful of, and so we're certainly thankful of that. And at this time, I am calling the meeting to order. And I would like to ask us to stand and remain standing as Council Member Green leads us with the invocation as well as the pledge. Thank you.
Good morning, and we say Happy New Year to each of you. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly and gracious Father, Lord, we gather at the start of this new year. We pause with the gratitude of the gift for 2026, and the opportunities that it brings. We thank you, O Lord, for the people of this community, its families, workers, leaders, and all those who call Phenix City home. May we honor their trust with integrity, humility, and courage. Grant this council, O Lord, and the mayor clarity of mind, steadiness of purpose, and compassion with every decision that we make. Help us to listen with open hearts and speak with respect and act with fairness. Strengthen our community with justice, safety, and the common good for every member in our community. Bless this city, O Lord, with peace, cooperation, and resilience. Guide us as we work to build neighborhoods better than we found them. With every person that is valued, every voice is heard, and every future is possible. Oh Lord, we thank you right now. We ask that you continue to keep a hedge of protection around our community. And bless us, oh Lord, one by one, name by name, and bless us collectively as a community. As we step into this new year, renew our hope, deepen our unity, and inspire us to serve with wisdom beyond our own. May our work today and throughout this year, 2026, bring light, dignity, and purpose for us all. Lord, we ask these blessings among many in our holy and precious Jesus Christ's name. Let every heart say amen. Amen. Salute. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilmember Green.
Yes, sir.
And thank you all so very much for being here and attending. It is great and awesome to see everyone here. Grateful for that. Proceeding on, Council, at this time, we do have some presentation that we would like to start. At this time, I'd like to call on our City Manager, Mr. Wallace, and our HR Director, Stephanie Chastain, for a program that was started, and it's grateful. It's a great thing because we get a chance to say thank you to people who give of themselves in increments of 5 years. So with that, I know on the agenda we kind of switching them. We see all right there. Do you want to? We need to wait until they get it straight. Our meeting is also being heard over in the courtroom, so just give us a few seconds or minutes to get it correct. Who's our point of contact, Chief, to let us know when we're...
I'll give it
Oh, okay. Just, you all bear with us, please.
Yeah.
Take a moment. Are we good? Oh, are we good? Okay. Thank you all. And thank you all too. So at this time, we'd like to call on our HR Director, Stephanie Chastain, as well as our City Manager, and we are twisting it around because we do have another presentation, but we want to give the person who's been rewarded an opportunity. I think she's shown up. But we still, since we've put him in place, we'll go ahead and do it this way.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Good morning. Rise to everybody this morning.
Good morning.
House this morning. So these are the service anniversaries that we have for our first month of the new year, the month of January. So with 5 years of service, we have Andrew Patterson with our Engineering Public Works Department.
Speak. Andrew, you have it? Okay. Well, listen, the 5 years has gone fast, hasn't it?
Oh, tremendous.
So we want you to do at least 20 more. And we do encourage our people to put their time in at least 25 years due to the retirement system that the state of Alabama has for them, because we want people to continue to have a quality of life. So great opportunity. So Andrew, congratulations. Thank you. At least 20 more.
Awesome.
With our fire department, we have one of our battalion chief, Josh Carter, with 20 years of service.
Congratulations. Anything you want to say?
Sure, I'll keep it short when you got a long agenda, it looks like, but, I know, speaking from the fire department, police department, we don't really like a lot of the attention. I think you've been through this, but, we do appreciate the support. I know I'm looking at Chief Hunter, and he hired me probably 20 years ago. He didn't have to give me a chance.
20, not probably, 20 years ago.
We've discussed it, whatever, but.
Well, we appreciate it.
So,
At least 5 more.
yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good job.
And we have our animal shelter manager, Mr. Daniel Maddox, with 10 years of service.
Sure.
Anything you would like to say?
I can't find no year.
No? Hey, listen, hold on. You gotta suck it up.
Pretty young, great.
You gotta, just suck it up. You can do it. Happy birthday with it. Hey. You gotta suck it up. You can do 5 more. Suck it up. Thank you so much.
With our police department, we have Sergeant Andy Langley, who will be retiring with us with 30 years of service. That's
That's years. So this side got 30 years. That's 30 years. 30 years. Go fishing now. Put it on the phone.
Anything you want to say?
30 years.
You good? Well, after 30 years, we're not gonna try to make you say anything. You said enough. Thank you so much.
We have one other employee that wasn't able to be here this morning, one of our supervisors with our utilities department, Mr. Xavier Dialga, 5 years of service.
Okay. Well, congratulations to all of you. This is truly a highlight for me to say thank you to people who give of themselves for this community. So thank all of you. You're welcome to stay. We won't hold it against you if you leave. I promise you we'll still love you if you do leave. Next, at this time, we would like to call and keep our city manager, Mr. Hunter, down, and call our chief of police, Mr. George Wilder, for the swearing in of our new assistant Assistant Chief of Police, Mr. Donnie Thomas. Chief?
Good morning, everybody. I want to
Good morning.
welcome everybody in and thank you for coming to support Chief Thomas today. I'm excited to be able to announce the promotion of Chief Donnie Thomas to our next police chief, assistant police chief. We're going to swear him in here in just a minute. I'll have his wife come up and help him with that and do the pinning of the badge. But first, I want to give a little bit of background information on Chief Thomas and kind of what led up to his promotion. Now, I think it's important first that we talk about how Chief is a man who's dedicated his entire life to service. He first dedicated himself to the military in the service of his country when he joined right out of high school in 1983. He has served in multiple leadership positions in the Army, to include a platoon sergeant, a team leader, squad leader, recruit tactical officer at the Officer Candidate School. He completed several overseas deployments to include Germany, Korea, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq. He also had multiple combat tours. He was deployed to Desert Shield and Desert Storm as the first airborne division. And he could have called it a career at that time. He could have lived off that retirement, but he got out of the military and still had the calling to serve. And he decided he wanted to serve his community as a police officer. So he immediately, after getting out of the military, applied with us. We hired him in July of 2005. We sent him to the Northeast Police Academy later that year in December, and he excelled there. He graduated in the top 10 of his class. He's been promoted to every rank here at the police department. He got promoted to corporal, then to sergeant in 2014, lieutenant in 2019, and then captain in 2021. And here today he's being promoted as the assistant chief. He's served in every division, patrol, CID, and training. He's been a supervisor in every division. And again, he's excelled at everything we've asked him to do. His wife, Kathy, and his daughter, Caitlin, are here today with us. We're glad to have them here. And just a little bit about my experience with Chief Thomas. When I started out here in the police department, he was actually assigned as my field training officer. And I remember coming in and not really knowing what it was like to police. And I asked another guy I went to the academy with, I said, well, what kind of person is he? What kind of training officer is he? And I still remember what he said. He said, he's the best of the best. And that's something that's proved to be true really throughout my career. And I remember watching how he handled things, and it didn't matter what you threw at him, what kind of call you gave him, he always knew what to do. He never loses his composure. For those of you that know him, it's kind of like me, he doesn't get too upset about anything. But he always knew how to handle it, and I always looked up to him in that respect, and knew that if I was going to be successful in this career, that I needed to emulate myself after him. And that first impression of law enforcement is so important. And just having a good training officer like him, I'm really appreciative of that and the direction it took my career. This role as assistant chief is obviously a very important one. He's going to be doing the day-to-day operations of the department. I do some of the administrative stuff as well. So it's a big responsibility, but like I said earlier, there's not been anything we've ever thrown at him that he couldn't handle. So I'm 100% confident that he's going to do just as well as assistant chief. And this moment's really kind of come full circle for me. You know, I started my career with Chief Thomas, and now I get the opportunity to serve with him as the chief and assistant chief. So I know he's going to do a lot of great things for our community and for our department. And with that being said, I want to go ahead and have his wife come up and stand beside him while he takes his oath. Alright, Chief, you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Donnie Thomas,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the state of Alabama,
and the state of Alabama,
uphold the ordinances of the city of Phenix City, Alabama,
uphold the ordinance of the city of Phenix City, Alabama,
so long as I continue to be a citizen thereof,
so long as I continue to be a citizen thereof,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter,
of the office upon which I am about to enter,
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my abilities, so help me God. Amen.
wife now that it was bad?
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Get your wife. Hey, hey, man. Kiss your wife. Yeah, that's right. That is your wife.
Thank you, City Council, City Manager, Chief, my family, my daughter, Caitlin, and son, Stephon. They finally made it. I'm truly honored with this promotion, and over the past 20 years, serving this city as an officer, and I remain, I'm going to continue to serve the city with integrity, professionalism, and respect, and hopefully to continue the trust that we do have with the community, and continue to support our officers. Thank you again, Chief, for confidence, City Manager, Council. Thank you.
Thank you. Your family needs to come and do some pictures.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to say y'all, it's a great day. I think I'm finished now putting the upper management office in place in the police department to go with y'all. I think we got two good guys here that serve well, that's done a good job, that I'm very proud of. They look out for each other. It's come full circle. What the things you have to do when you're putting people in place now. You know, it's a good combination of well-respected people that respect one another. They, make a dynamic duty for this city. They did a good job. A lot of you all know this past weekend we had a lot of things go on in the city, starting Friday. And it was starting Thursday, and it was a lot of detrimental things. And they worked all weekend, and their teams, this police department does an excellent job in solving problems. And before Sunday morning, I got a text from the chief. It was all weekend, and they had rounded up a lot of people and taken care of a lot of problems. I was very proud to see them operating that way. They don't complain. I'm informed all the time. The city is informed, and I don't think at this point in time you can be placed in anybody's better hands than what we have here. And I make us proud, because we're going back 100%. Thank you.
Thank you all. Again, thank all of you for the service and what you do. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you all, Andrew, and everyone that received their certificate this morning. For serving the people. You'll have a great rest of the day. everyone sees this, so they can truly understand what the process has been, why some of the corruption in their war. So with that, I turn it over to you, John. Yes, sir.
Can you hear it good back there? Can you hear
Can
it?
you all hear me?
That was all.
You hear it, Nancy? Yeah, okay.
So, with that, I hope everyone heard me, and I hope the people that is viewing this and will view this have heard me too. But we have gone through a conversion, what we call it. We've changed our softwares, and anytime that takes place, you do have some hiccups. It does take some time for it to run its course, but I'm not going to try to explain it, and I will just turn it over to our utilities director, Mr. John Sprague. Mr. Sprague?
Thank you, Mayor Council. Over the last few months, we've talked about these billing questions that customers have had, and Elizabeth Lane, our office manager, she's up here to file.
Kind of speak up, son, John. We want to make sure everyone, hears this and understand it. Hopefully understand it.
Elizabeth, our office manager, she's helped get this information together so we can present it to try to make it a little easier to understand. So, like you mentioned, back in August, we did a software upgrade, which the way IT describes it, it's not making a revision to an existing software, it was switching over to making completely new software. Same company, but whole new software package. And so during that, we had to stop our meter reading and billing processes for a little while. And so doing that delayed our normal billing cycle. So we had to stop doing our meter readings, had to stop generating bills, sending out bills. And so that put us behind our normal schedule for, a few weeks. And then due to that, when we started back in our billing process, the customers, when they started getting bills, they got bills that were for a time period longer than the normal cycle. So a normal cycle is going to be around 30 days in a normal billing cycle from when the previous reading was and then the next reading. It varies a little bit, but it's generally somewhere around 30 days. And so that first bill after we did the software upgrade, it was for a lot longer time period, so sometimes it was around 50 days or so. And so when they got those bills, then we had to try to start catching back up on our normal billing cycle to get back on track. And so after they got the longer bill, then we tried to start reading a lot quicker. The meter techs were out there trying to read, as quick as they could. And then we ended up trying to get a couple of short billing cycles in there to catch back up. And so I'd like Elizabeth to just try to let y'all know some of the aspects involved in the billing process, because it's quite a few things involved. It's not just getting reading and get the bill out.
Okay. Listen, thank you. Could you speak into the mic and speak up, so we want to make sure we can have a lot of clarity on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So when a billing cycle begins, the billing department uploads the routes that the meter techs have to go out and read. This is just the beginning. After that, they have to go out and, depending on where it is in the city, it might take 2 days for them to go and read all of the meters. Once that happens, then they go through and they have to manually read all of the meters that did not, the reads didn't come through the electronic reading. What happens there is we generate reports, we generate work orders, and they have to go out and look and take pictures of each individual meter. Some of these meters are sometimes hard to find, so they have to go and they have to look for them, or they're underwater, or different things. So, depending on where you are in the city, this simple process can take 3 days for them to do all of it. And as we know, some of our meters, they're not, the antennas are going out, so we continue to have more and more meters that we have to manually read. Once that's done, the billing department gets started on processing all of the reads that have come through. And luckily, on this new system, we are able to do more than one billing cycle at a time. So somebody on the south side and somebody on the north side, those billing cycles could be completed at the same time. This was not possible in the old way. However, on the beginning, during migration, it was not a smooth transition. A lot of things went very well. We had the support of IT and Jimmy and Mike. They were wonderful. But any new process takes a minute. So it took almost 2.5 weeks to go from where we were to that first billing cycle that went out. And after that, we started getting caught up, but there were still issues in that first couple of cycles. They were not as close together as we would have liked. So we had two basic scenarios. One was where a customer had 2 billing cycles in 1 month, and one was where they had 2 billing due dates in 1 month. But this didn't happen until November and December, because that's how long it took us to get caught up. The first billing cycle that came out on this new program was on the average of 52 to 55 days. Some of them were just a little bit longer, some were a little bit shorter, but it was a long time. After that, we went down to 24 days, 20 days. We had to get caught up. So we had meter techs working overtime, and everybody was working extremely hard to get caught up. We are caught up now. However, some of these customers have expressed concerns because they either had 2 bills generated in 1 month, or they had 2 bills due in 1 month. And this is unfortunate, but in order to have 12 billing cycles in 1 year, we had to just shorten the next few days. Some customers requested that we just skip that 1 billing cycle. They said it wasn't their issue, and they didn't feel like they should have had to pay 2 bills in 1 month. Not generating 1 bill for citywide would have resulted in a potential loss revenue of $751,000 in 1 month. So that was not an option. And so I understand the customers' complaints, and I have addressed it talked with many of our customers and explained that they did not get 13 bills for 2025. They got 12 bills. And many of them were understanding. And some of them were not, but that's okay, because I understand this, especially it came right around the holidays where they had 2 bills in a short period of time. But most of them were very appreciative of the time that we took to explain this.
Okay. So no one got 13 tickets, because I've got several calls, or some calls where some people thinking they got 13 payments instead of 12, but, so we want to clarify that. You pay the amount due for 1 year,
Yes.
12 months, and,
Right, we don't know nobody that got 13 bills for the year. Now, we had some customers, like you'll see on customer number 2, they didn't get a due date in September, but they had 2 due dates in December, one early in the month, one like near the end of the month. But they still total had 12 bills for the year.
and the right amount of water they were charged for that went through the meter.
Yes.
We want to make sure we understand that. And, it's a business. We all heard, I think we heard everybody saying that it was like $751,000 and no business can operate that way, in particular with water. So we just pray and hope everyone understand that we're doing it correctly, we're being transparent with it. And why in the world would we want to try to cheat somebody out of such a commodity that's needed? So we wouldn't do that.
Were there any accommodations or payment arrangements extended for the families that may be on fixed income or that just did not have it to make those not double payments, but the 2 payments that fell within that time period?
I don't know any extensions that were made for that. I mean, extension for if somebody has a leak. But a lot of customers, they went ahead and paid for that month, so they didn't get a due date in September. They decided to just go ahead and pay for the month, so they knew they were using water. So we had some customers that did that, but no, there were no extensions made for customers for the.
Was there any request for it? Okay, so there was no request.
We had a question just not being paid.
Oh, well, no,
The key to it, it didn't exceed what they were normally pay. It was their charge for what they would normally pay for that, for those gallons of water, for that amount of water.
I heard what you said, and maybe my colleagues understand, but explain to me. As I said, from last month, my bill was $200. Okay, I got two bills in 1 month. Okay, but how was $200 from this? Nobody knows. I mean, I went out there and checked it myself. I left the lid up. I checked the lid. I made sure everything was off in the house. I didn't wash. I didn't do anything in a long time. I was wondering, somebody asked me, how could it be $200? I got two bills in 1 month. And mine automatic deducted from my account.
I'm not sure if yours got usage for 200 a month, but a lot of customers had issue where since the bills were coming out.
I reported the use of the water. You said it went through my meter, but it didn't.
What I'm saying is we had customers who, since the bills came out close together, when they made a payment, and the time that the bill was generated before the payment got into the system. So a lot of customers, when they saw the total on their bill, it would still have that previous balance that they had paid, just hadn't quite gotten to the bill. So it may have been something that you had seen on yours when, but we had quite a few customers that had that same issue, because just the bill generated.
So in other words, it's going to balance up out of 2%.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Any other comments, statement needs to be made by the citizen? Anything? You know? Okay, well, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
So we council, we will probably still get calls, so we know how to articulate. Thank you, listen. Thank you, John. Proceeding on council at this time, I'm going to set first. I'd like to ask the council for a motion of approval of the regular scheduled meeting minutes for the December 15th work session as well as December 16th council meeting. And since we were all present, I will ask this council at their pleasure that we can take this in one vote.
Motion to approve.
Okay. Got a motion from Councilman Davis, may I have a second?
Second.
Second,
We'll give it back.
Councilman Davis. Okay. Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day,
Yes.
Councilmember Green,
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey,
Yes.
Councilmember Torrance,
Yes.
Mayor Lo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Council, at this time, are there any unfinished business or any discussion? If not, we'll get into the resolutions and on the administration. We have resolution number 2025-298 to be ratified in reference to accepting, authorizing, and directing the mayor and city manager to sign change order number 1 with the boarding construction company from Miracle Field at Lakewood Park project for an additional amount of $74,560 and a total amount not to exceed $140,185. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, in Resolution 2025-244, dated October 7, 2025, contracted services of Gordon Construction Company to perform water and sanitary sewer work for the Miracle Field at Lakewood Park. And whereas during construction of the project, 2 issues have been identified relating to relocation of existing water lines, more specifically as follows. Change order number 1. Install 240 linear feet of 8-inch ductile iron pipe to lower the existing water main in conflict with a new entrance and storm drainage line. Install a new 2-inch water service line to feed the meter for the Girls Club building. Whereas such a change order would result in an increase in the original contract amount of $74,560, making the adjusted contract total $140,185. $140,185. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, does hereby authorize and direct the mayor and city manager to sign change order number 1 with Boyd Construction Company for the Miracle Field at Lakewood Park project for the additional amount of $74,560 and a total amount not to exceed $140,185. Passed, approved, and adopted the 16th day of December 2025, ratified the 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis, for the reading of the resolution. Council, we've all heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to ratify this resolution. All right, we have a motion from Council Member Florence. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Davis. Comments or discussion?
Yes, Mayor, we understand the process, but we'll get somebody to distribute this money as our regular citizen. Please.
All right, good morning, Chris.
Morning.
I'm trying to do my best to fill in for me, so at least I'm a foot taller. So.
You do, go ahead and do it.
But anyway, so we have, as customarily happens, we have things that come up on these projects that are unforeseen. Unfortunately, this one was a large ticket item. In the process of actually installing storm drainage, we found some conflicts, 2 conflicts actually. One was with sanitary sewer, which we were able to work around, but the existing water main was even shallower than the sanitary sewer. So in order to fix this problem, which we also determined the new entrance coming off the Silver Lake put that water line 12 inches below the finished pavement, or what the proposed finished pavement, which is unacceptable per utility standards. We need more coverage than that, or else we'll have issues in the future with that water line. So we determined the best possible scenario was to lower the water line to the typical depths that we have them installed. We're lowering it to 3 feet. And the reason for the length, the footage, because we're actually adding a turn lane coming into the park there as well. So it wasn't just the entrance, we had to carry it all the way to the turn lane because it's still shallow in that area. So there's 240 feet of that. Also, that was the big ticket item part of that, but also part of it was putting a new tap in the girls' club meter. While we were doing the work out there, there's an existing 2-inch line that I believe Parks and Rec has hit several times, and we hit it twice while we were doing the project. That line was tied in closer to the park entrance, which is not ideal. It should have been tied in closer to the end of the water main, so we're going to make that adjustment as part of this project, and it'll be more user-friendly for Parks and Rec when they're doing work out there. Shouldn't have the issues they had in the past, so that was part of this change order as well.
So that increased that change order, or we have to go down a little bit deeper?
Yes, sir. Yeah, to create, remove the conflict in the storm line, as well as give the required depth for our new entrance coming into the park. We had to lower that line in between that section right there. So.
Thank you, Chris. You saved your weeds.
I tried.
You did good. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Any other comments or discussion? This time, council, I'd like to call for the vote. Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, council, on the administrations, we have a resolution in reference to accepting the annual transportation report as submitted. Mrs. Davis?
Whereas the City of Phoenix City, Alabama is required by the Rebuild Alabama Act to file an annual report detailing expenditures set out in the annual transportation plan. And whereas the city has prepared the report, now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama accepts the annual transportation report as submitted. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again. Council, we've heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask the council for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
All right, motion from Councilmember Green. May I have a second?
Second.
Second from Councilman Bailey. Comments or discussion? Okay. Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proceeding on, council on the building department. We have resolutions in reference to declaring properties a public nuisance and authorizing and directing the Housing Abatement Board to take Necessary action to demolish, remove, and clear all building materials, trash, and debris from the following properties. 1, 915 8th Avenue. 2, 1108 17th Avenue. 3, 906 18th Avenue. 4, 114th Avenue South. Number 5, 1820 6th Court. 6, 808 13th Street. 7, 13th Court. Number 7, 1005 15th Place. Number 8, 1100 11th Street. Number 9, 1110 14th Street. Number 10, 1014 20th Street. And council, at this time, I'd like to call upon the clerk to read one master resolution. And at the pleasure of the council, we will take all of these in one motion. All minds good, clear with that?
Yes.
Y'all good? Yes. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas the city of Phenix City has declared 10 properties located within Phenix City, Alabama, to be a public nuisance in accordance with Alabama State Law, Section 11-53A-1. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the Housing Abatement Board is hereby authorized and directed to take the necessary action to demolish, remove, and clear all building materials, trash, and debris from each property, and to have the lots cleared at the following locations in Phenix City, Alabama. 1, 915 8th Avenue. 2, 1108 17th Avenue. 3, 906 18th Avenue. 4, 100 14th Avenue South. 5, 1820 6th Court. 6, 808 13th Court. 7, 1005 15th Place. 8, 1100 11th Street. 9, 1110 14th Street. 10, 1014 20th Street. Be it further resolved that the cost of demolition by the city of Phenix City, Alabama shall be assessed against the property taxes. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Davis. Council, we've all heard the master resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion.
Motion to approve.
All right, motion, Councilman Day, that's the second.
Second, yes.
Florence. So we have a motion, Day, the second, Ms. Florence. Comments or discussion? All right, Mrs. Davis.
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, council on the building department is resolutions in reference to declaring properties a public nuisance and authorizing and directing the Housing Abatement Board to take necessary action to demolish, remove, and clear all building materials, trash, and debris from the following properties. 912 18th Avenue. Number 2, 816th Street. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas the city of Phenix City has declared 2 properties located within Phenix City, Alabama, to be a public nuisance in accordance with Alabama State Law, Section 11-53A-1. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the Housing Abatement Board is hereby authorized and directed to take the necessary action to demolish, remove, and clear all building materials, trash, and debris from each property, and to have the lots cleared at the following locations in Phenix City, Alabama. 1, 912 18th Avenue. 2, 800 16th Street. Be it further resolved that the cost of demolition by the city of Phenix City, Alabama shall be assessed against the property taxes. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again. Council, we've heard the resolution. May I ask this council for a motion, please?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion from Councilmember Florence. We have a second.
Second.
Second, Councilman Day. Any comments or discussion? Okay. Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proceeding on council on the building department. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing and directing the mayor and city manager to sign contract modification number 2 with Barry Davis Architects, P.C. to to develop plans for the Phenix City Community Center located at 3940 US Highway 431 South. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, in Resolution 2025-14, dated January 24, 2025, contracted services of Barry Davis Architects, P.C., to develop plans for the Phoenix City Community Center located at 3940 US Highway 431 South. And whereas it has been determined that a contract modification is deemed necessary, more specifically as follows. Contract modification number 2. The design extension of the water main from Downing Drive to the park. This shall include a survey of the area necessary for the design. The design work shall be included in the bid/construction document as a deductive bid option. This shall be under the terms of section 11.4 of the Contract and Engineering Design Group, LLC's proposal dated December 17, 2025. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama does hereby authorize and direct the Mayor and City Manager to sign the contract modification number 2 documents with Barry Davis Architects, P.C. to develop plans for the Phoenix City Community Center located at 3940 US Highway 431 South. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Okay, thank you again so much, Mrs. Davis. Council, we've heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask the council for a motion.
Motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion from Councilman Davis, second from Councilman Green. Okay, comments or discussion?
Yes, sir, Mayor, I'd like somebody to elaborate this morning for the citizen of Phoenix City, especially those in my district of West.
Yes, sir, Mr. Day, Mayor and Council, this is a modification to the contract that we have with Barry Davis Architects to design our community building down at Austin Summer Park area. It was determined that we needed some more engineering done for design of this water line. The water line will extend on East Hill Highway from Downing Drive to the park to provide fire water for the building. And this resolution is for that modification to allow that work to continue on.
Thank you for that. I just want the citizens to know that it has been forgotten, has been thrown in the back burner. We are
Yes,
still work in progress.
We have still been working in the background as far as reviewing the documents, reviewing the plans, reviewing the specification, and all trying to get a complete design ready for bid, to go out for bid once everything is put together.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Ray. Thank you, Mr. Davis. If there's no other comments or discussion or question at this time, council would like to call for the vote. Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence? Yes. Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proceeding on, Council on Engineering and Public Works. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing Alabama Power to install 207 watt LED street light, 27,001 to 34,000 lumens, type 2, grading 4,000 K, on pole number 6-023240, fuse location number Z4683 at the corner of 13th Street and 14th Street. Mrs. Davis.
Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, that the city will authorize Alabama Power to install the following street light and pay the monthly electric service to Alabama Power Company for the street light as follows. Number 1, install one 207 watt LED street light, 27,001 through 34,000 lumens, type 3, gray 4,000 K, on pole number 6-023240. Fuse location number Z4683 at the corner of the 13th Street and 14th Street. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again, Mrs. Davis. Council, we've heard the resolution at this time. I'd like to ask the council for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion from Councilmember Florence. May I have a second?
Second.
Second from Councilmember Green. Comments or discussion? Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also, Council on the Engineering and Public Work Department, We have a resolution in reference to authorizing and directing the mayor and city manager to sign and enter into an agreement with Skipper Consulting Incorporation to conduct a traffic study for the village of Crosswinds development in an amount not to exceed $17,500. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas the village at Crosswinds development has had continued growth over the last 5 years, and whereas based on recent interest from potential developments of the remaining lots, a need for a traffic impact study has been generated. And whereas this traffic impact study will evaluate these potential developments and future development of adjacent properties to determine the need for a connector road between Crosswinds Road and Crosswinds Drive, as well as safety improvements to the existing roadways. And whereas Phenix City staff has reached out to Skipper Consulting Inc., who has provided a proposal to perform this study in an amount not to exceed $17,500. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama does hereby accept this proposal from Skipper Consulting Inc. and authorize its mayor and city manager to sign and enter into an agreement to conduct a traffic study for the village at Crosswinds development in an amount not to exceed $17,500. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again, Mrs. Davis. Council, we have all heard the resolution read by our clerk. At this time, I'd like to ask this council for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
All right, motion, Councilman Day, and a second. Second, Councilman Day. Comments on discussion?
Yes, sir, I know this is being redundant, but I'd like to, Mayor, I'd like somebody to elaborate for the citizens down in the area. Matter of fact, somebody asked me what's going to do with that property down there, so we're going to let them know it's a work in progress as well.
Mayor and Council, good morning. So we continue to work with developers, the original developer of the Village of Crosswinds Shopping Center to finish building out the space, right? And so we've got an opportunity with a couple new developments to take place. As a part of that, that would include a new road being cut from that existing Crosswinds Road or Drive to Crosswinds Road, right? So it never moves different, right? So from Crosswinds Drive to Crosswinds Road, there's additional road that would need to be placed there to make that development work, right? And so as a part of that, we need to make sure we're hiring Skipper Consulting to look at what the impact will be, if there's any additional lanes and those types of things that needs to be. So as a part of this project, this is going to be a crucial piece to it, so we need to take that next step to get it looked at and determine what we need to do.
But again, it's a work in progress, but I know you're not at liberty to say the vendors that are coming down, and we just want to hold off on that for a while.
That's right, but you know there's some great interest, there has been great interest for some time. But again, this road is an important component of that, and there's multiple parties involved. So this is, we're working with the developer, working with the property owner, working with jurisdictional lines. There's a lot of moving pieces to this, so we're carefully kind of methodically going through that process to make sure we check all the boxes.
Well, I think I asked someone yesterday, I know you probably don't know, but when those vendors come, again, it's going to be facing Crosswinds Road or 431.
Yes, and all the above. No, so we're working through the design. So how that works is the developer will develop it in the best suited orientation, right? And so we see that can be done in a couple different ways, and I think we'll have more information on what that will look like as we understand a little more what the impact of this road will be. I think that'll be an important component for that. But ideally, depending on the location, specific location, anybody that's going to build in the retail realm is going to want presence. 431, they're going to want forward-facing presence toward that grocery, toward the Wingrove market. And so the orientation is something we'll be able to bring you guys soon. But I would imagine that's going to be facing towards Crosswinds Drive. Drive is the loop. Drive is the loop, not the road that runs into the interstate. Highway 165.
Okay, thank you.
Let me also ask John, and the resolution has been read, yes, Phenix City is experiencing growth not only in residential but commercial as well. My question is, as far as traffic studies, have we or are we doing simultaneously traffic studies, or is that the only one that is being conducted right now, or can we have multiples at one time?
Sure. We have multiple traffic studies all throughout. This is the only one that I'm involved in directly, and Chris can probably speak to that one directly. But could run a traffic study simultaneously for multiple things. And I think that's obviously an important component for the makeup of the community, looking at the safety of roads and what that may look like.
Right, thank you.
Okay.
I want to add this, point of information. On Saturday, I received a call, through the video, and you probably know one, but anyway, the new coffee building on the hill, where they get police out there to track, that's how busy it was.
Dutch Brothers did open up just after New Year's, so they seem to be doing really well. They have hired a lot of our police officers to direct traffic to make sure it's safe out there, so they seem to be happy.
That's good.
We're excited about it for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
Let me make a comment, Mayor. And this is for Sean and them for the hard work they put in to get this whole project started way back when. Sean and caught a lot of slack for it, the city caught a lot of slack for it. Something going on in the south end of town, the city was gonna be involved in, and the city's money's gonna be involved in. Now, we some people that gave us a lot of lip, ain't no other way to say it, to ride by there on their way to Panama City. And see, the business has been brought in down there in that length of time, what businesses are coming, what businesses are still there, how prosperous they are, and they're all number one businesses that we don't have. And I'm not knocking anybody's business, but we don't have certain kind of shops and certain kind of things going on down there that, you don't want anywhere in the city. The businesses that are located down there, you would love to have anywhere in the city. And it's still growing. And that just shows you that if you pick the right partners with the right people, put it in the right place, as the old adage goes in the baseball thing that Kevin Costner was in, they will come. They will show up, they will participate. And it's very impressive, and we've taken in hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales tax money. And also, the biggest thing that I am proud of, that we were all part of, is we brought some services to the people that live on that in town. And in the town, people had to go so much further to get drugs, get groceries, get anything done. Now they can just look right in this backyard, and it's right there. And it should have been all along, just like everybody else in our city, on the north end, downtown, and the west end out there. So, congratulations to y'all. Y'all done a good job. Keep it moving out down there, and just keep everything moving closer together and filling in.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Gives me work gets it.
I thank you, I like to, put over what Mr. Bell was reporting to. I remember, back there in 20.
There, those roads are actually private, but because of the use over the years and the impact that we have running through that area and the roads on the north side, we're actually looking at what improvements need to be made and recommendations. I think we'll probably go back to Home Depot. Conversations will be had there as what the need is for that area as well. So we do actually have two other traffic studies being conducted at this time.
Thank you.
Chris. Thank you, Sean. With that being said, it's time I call for the vote, Mrs. Davis.
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proceeding on council and fire department. We have a resolution to register the payment of several items surplus to be sold as scrap or destroyed at the city landfill. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas the City of Phoenix City, Alabama Fire and Rescue has items of personal property which are no longer needed for public or municipal purposes. And whereas Section 11-43-56 of the Alabama Code of 1975 authorizes the municipal government body to dispose of unneeded personal property. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama, that the following property on the attached list is no longer serviceable and is hereby declared surplus to be sold as scrap or disposed of at the city landfill. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Davis. Council, we've heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask the council for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion from Councilmember Florence. May I have a second? Second from Councilman Bailey. Comments or discussion? All right, Mrs. Davis.
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence? Yes. Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, council, proceeding on the police department. We have a resolution in reference to the purchase of 5 2026 Ford Explorer patrol vehicles purchased under state contract T191L from Stivers Ford Lincoln, Montgomery, Alabama, in an amount not to exceed $330,135. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas under the Alabama bid law for public contracts, municipalities can purchase property under a state bid, provided that the state bid so provides. And whereas the city desires to purchase the property hereinafter described on said state bid for the police department. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the following shall be purchased under state contract T191L from Stivers Ford Lincoln, Montgomery, Alabama. 5 2026 Ford Explorers, white in color, at a cost of $66,027 per vehicle. Total for 5, $330,135. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again, Mrs. Davis, for the reading of the resolution. This council we have heard, and at this time I'd like to ask the council for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
All right, motion, Councilmember Green, second, Councilman Davis. You have that?
Second, David.
No,
Okay.
You said Green and Davis.
Green and David.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Any comments or discussion from council?
I'm just curious, how much more does it cost before you finally have that vehicle, you know, sitting in the parking lot ready for the police officer to use?
So these are coming fully equipped, all lights, sirens, cages, everything's included. The only thing we have left to do is put a radio in.
Okay.
They're fully equipped, that's why the price is what it is.
That's what I was fixing to say, the price is just a little bit higher than what it's been, but I mean, it's a new year and
Yeah.
everything. That's what they everything has gone.
That equipment there is expensive, it makes up about $20,000 in that cost, so.
So you're actually saving money then. Well, I was gonna say, and spending time also when they come in.
Right.
How long does it take to get these turned around to us?
When we get them through sliders like this, it's pretty quick, we should probably have them here with us.
Okay, well, good. That's it, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Okay. At this time, council, I'd like to call for the vote. Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence? Yes. Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Also, council under the police department, there's a resolution in reference to declaring personal property as surplus and disposing of the nominal sum of $1 and other valuable consideration to Andy Langley in recognition of his 30 years of public service, which we've already thanked him for. He has done 30 years, so Mrs. Davis.
Whereas the City of Phenix City, Alabama has items of personal property which are no longer needed for public or municipal purposes. And whereas Section 11-43-56 of the Alabama Code of 1975 authorizes the municipally governed body to dispose of unneeded personal property. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the following described property is hereby declared surplus to be disposed of for the consideration of the nominal sum of $1 and other valuable considerations to Andy Langley in recognition of his 30 years of public service and dedication to the Phenix City Police Department and the citizens of the City of Phenix City. 1 HNK VP9 SK 9mm handgun. Manufacturer serial number 232-068410. 1 badge, Blackington model B736R. Passed, approved, and adopted this 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis. Council, we've heard the resolution.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion from Councilmember Florence. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Day. Comments or discussion? All right, Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, council is on the Utilities Department. There's a resolution in reference to authorizing and directing the mayor and city manager to pay Water Trading Contractor Incorporation to repair the water main on US 431 in an amount not to exceed $16,470. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas a water leak had to be repaired on the 16-inch water main along US 431. And whereas said water main provides water to the industrial park, the village at Crosswinds, Retail Drive, the fire protection to CDCC, a portion of South Seal Road, and a meter for Russell County. And whereas a large area would have been without water if the water main had ruptured, it was necessary that this work be performed as expeditiously as possible to ensure public safety. And whereas resolution number 2025-67 declared the repair of the US 431 water main an emergency, and authorized and directed the mayor and city manager to hire Water Grading Contractor Inc. to install a valve on said main, which was needed to affect as few customers as possible when the water main was turned off to allow the repair. And whereas Water Grading Contractor Inc. repaired the leak and submitted an invoice in the amount of $16,470. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama does hereby authorize and direct the mayor and city manager to pay Water Grading Contractor Inc. for the repair of the said water main along US 431 in an amount not to exceed $16,470. Passed, approved, and adopted this 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again for reading the resolution. Council, at this time, I'd like to ask for a motion, please.
Motion to approve it.
Motion from Councilmember Green.
Second.
That's the second from Councilmember Lawrence. Comments or discussion? Mrs. Davis.
Only thing I'd like to know is this is a permanent repair, this wasn't like a temporary repair for that, on that. So we called it in time to keep it from being a major break, is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, John. Any other comments, discussion, questions? Not, Mr. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, council, we have a resolution in reference to authorizing and directing the mayor and city manager to pay Water Grading Contractor Incorporation to repair a water leak at the Dennis Green Shopping Center in an amount not to exceed $43,605.60. Mrs. Davis.
Whereas a water leak occurred at the Village Green Shopping Center located at 1180-280 by Phenix, which appeared to be from a private water line due to where the water came to the surface. And whereas Water Grading Contractor Inc. was sent by the property owner to repair the water leak. And whereas, after digging to try to find the source of the water leak, it appeared that the leak was coming from the direction of one of the city's water mains along US 280, and the Utilities Department instructed Water Grading Contractor Inc. to continue and find and repair said leak. And whereas, after extensive excavation, Water Grading Contractor Inc. found the source of the leak to be the water service to Hart's Restaurant, and Water Grading repaired the leak. And whereas Water Grading Contractor Inc. submitted an invoice for the repair of said water leak in the amount of $43,605.60. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama does hereby authorize and direct the mayor and city manager to pay Water Grading Contractor Inc. for the repair of said water leak at the Village Green Shopping Center in an amount not to exceed $43,605.60. Passed, approved, and adopted this 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again. Council, at this time, since we've heard the resolution, I'd like to ask for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Councilman Day, may I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Day. Any comments or discussion?
Yes, sir, Mayor, I guess I'm not following, but I do like that first question. I noticed we go a lot of bids for this particular machine. They low, is that right?
Yes, sir.
You had to put it right on time.
Yes,
I
sir.
know we can cover that bid.
Yes, sir. They got good business.
Okay.
And they classify, so they have to write a person. Especially when you have large shops throughout the city, and most people, like you say, even looking at them, people, when they thought the owners of the property, they're also using them. Because of that, and it just didn't into it, so they're real competitive. And they always large the ones around here, so you will see that name a lot, because they can own most people in the city.
You got equipment to do.
Yes, sir.
We're taking some time in the video.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. There's no other comments, questions, or discussion. I'd like to call for the vote. Mrs. Davis.
Councilmember Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proceeding on, council. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing and directing the mayor and city manager to accept a proposal from Thompson Insurance Corporation for property, auto, and liability insurance for calendar year 2026 in an amount not to exceed $354,999.12. This date.
Whereas the city of Phoenix City, Alabama is in need of property, auto, and liability insurance for its utility department. And whereas the utilities department was approved under resolution number 2024-87 to accept Thompson Insurance, Inc. proposal for property, auto, and liability insurance coverage for the calendar year 2024, which was renewed for 2025. And whereas the city has received a proposal for property, auto, and liability insurance for the utilities department from Thompson Insurance, Inc. for the needed coverage for calendar year 2026 in the amount of $354,999.12. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama hereby accepts the proposal for property and liability insurance for the utilities department provided from Thompson Insurance, Inc. for the calendar year 2026 at a cost of $354,999.12 and authorizes and directs the mayor and city manager to sign the attached proposal. Passed, approved, and adopted the 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you again, Mrs. Davis. Council, at this time, I'd like to ask this council for a motion, since we've heard the resolution. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
All right, motion, Councilman Day. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Green. Okay, comments, discussion? Mrs. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
And council proceeding on the utilities department is a resolution in reference to authorizing the mayor and city manager to pay for grading contracting corporation to repair the sewer main in the intersection 28th Avenue and 13th Street in the amount of $19,635 and $6,483 for fence replacement. This is
Whereas emergency work was required on a portion of the sanitary sewer main near the intersection of 28th Avenue and 13th Street, which was damaged where it crosses a storm ditch. And whereas it was necessary that the sanitary sewer main be repaired as expeditiously as possible to ensure public safety and stop a sanitary sewer overflow. And whereas War Grading Contractor Inc. made an emergency repair on the 10-inch sanitary sewer main, replacing some of the pipe and constructing piers to support said pipe where it crosses the storm ditch. And whereas War Grading Contractor Inc. submitted invoices for said sanitary main repair in an amount of $19,635 and for replacing the fence that was removed in the amount of $6,483. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phoenix City, Alabama does hereby declare the repair of the sanitary sewer main near the intersection of 28th Avenue and 13th Street an emergency and authorizes and directs the mayor and city manager to pay War Grading Contractor Inc. $19,635 for said sanitary main repair and $6,483 for said fence replacement. Passed, approved, and adopted this 6th day of January 2026.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Council, we've heard the resolution. I'd like to ask for a motion.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion from Councilman Florence. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Bailey. Comments or discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I said on yesterday, I go to and from my residence that way sometime. And as I said on yesterday, it seemed like you did a real nice job out the new fence and make, in other words, it look real good. Bottom line, look real good. Look like you did a fantastic job. And I'm not a man like that, but I like the job myself. Thank you. That's all I have here.
Mr. Davis?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, council on the ordinance. This is a second reading. It's an ordinance in reference to the departments or offices of the city of Phenix, City, Alabama. The first reading was on the 16th of last month. I will not ask the clerk to read it. However, it's time I'd like to ask this council for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Motion from Councilmember Green, and that's a second. Councilmember Florence. We have that, Mrs. Davis.
Yes, sir.
Okay, call for the vote. Mrs. Davis.
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, council. Next, on the board appointment, we do have one opening on the housing code abatement board. We do have a person that has agreed to serve. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Keith Daniel on the housing code support abatement board. And I have a motion for the appointment of Mr. Keith Daniel.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion from Councilmember Green. May I have a second?
Florence.
Oh, I'm sorry. Councilmember Florence and second Councilman Davis. All right. Call for the vote. Mrs. Davis.
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey? Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Green, for the correction. Proceeding on, council, on the license application. This is also a second reading. It's an application for an on-premise beer, on-premise wine, on-premise whiskey and wine, billiard, or pool room, and dancing with a live band, and dancing with the jukebox licenses submitted by Together's Soul Food Restaurant and Lounge LLC, doing business as Together's Soul Food Restaurant and Lounge located at 2061 U.S. Highway 288 bypass, Phenix City, Alabama. The first reading of this was also on the 16th of last month of December. When I asked the clerk to reread it, I will ask this council for a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Motion from Councilmember Florence. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Davis. Okay. Mrs. Davis.
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Green?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Florence?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Davis. Thank you, council. We appreciate it. Thanks to all the department heads. It's been a great day for us. It's the first meeting of the year. We're grateful for everyone because, again, we're amongst the living. And we certainly thank you for that. We thank God for this community and the people in this community. So with that, Chris,
If I may.
you ate 2 bowls of weed
Yes,
today.
well, I'm trying to do my best. I know she gave a plug for this yesterday, so I wanted to make sure, since we're on CTV, that I got this out for all the citizens. So we know that we just got through Christmas and we got, everybody get their tax returns. So usually that comes along with new appliances, new electronics and things, so they're swapping out their old stuff. So the city of Phoenix City is offering a free appliance and electronics recycling day. Free. Any electronic, well, let's go with the date. So, January 31st, that's on Saturday, from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. That'll be at the Central Activity Center, that's 1500 14th Street. That'll be all small and large appliances and electronics, which would be TVs, computers, printers, etc. And so, at no cost, the citizens can bring those items down there, and we will be collecting them for recycling. And we have these handouts. They'll be available at most of our city facilities, library, Parks and Rec, put them at their areas. We have them also in the water department where you pay your bill, and then they'll be handed out at various other locations. Also, we have a note on the back is some information regarding our regular recycling facilities, those locations, and what is available to be dropped off. Just for clarification, because we have improper items dropped off there all the time. So if you got to get one of these, citizens, please read the back as well, so you'll know what other items you can bring on a regular basis and what those locations are.
Thank you. Please reiterate electronics, not couches or mattresses,
I
furniture.
made that point, yes, but we do get wrong items all the time. So it's on electronics only, but that does include small and large appliances.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. Did good. Appreciate it. Council, thank you all again for what you all do. Any comments before I get to the city manager and before we adjourn? Okay. Happy New Year to everyone and to your families. Mr. Hahn?
One thing I have to say, Mayor, I hope we brought some clarity to the building and utilities. Try to explain that to a lot of people, whether they have any problems or don't understand it, they can go to the lobby and actually with the office manager there or the director, and they will go over the bills with each other, explain it. As you can see throughout the city, we have a lot of development that's going, concepts that we put in place years ago to make sure that we take care of all 3 districts is in place, and it's proven itself that people are constantly at work to develop the city throughout. So all those things have worked for us so far. So I don't think we have a whole lot more to prove when it comes to that, because you're always going to have doubters and you're going to have negativity. But at the same time, we got to keep moving forward in a positive way that we are. And I think 2026 is going to be an exceptional year. At least I pray for that. And like I say, we're giving support to the people that's trying to manage and run this city, the professionals out there, the department heads, and all the people that work for them, and the agencies that work with us throughout. So I really appreciate that, and appreciate y'all taking time to work diligently to understand what we do and what all these boards do. And so a collaborative effort will help this city throughout. Thank you, Council.
Again, we appreciate everyone. We've been able to see a new year. And I always say this, and I know some of you all heard, but we need to ask ourselves and answer to ourselves is why we were able by grace and mercy to see a new year. So let you answer that yourself. But again, I do want to challenge everyone for 2026. Let's think differently as far as collectively doing the right thing for this community. And as well as the citizen, but we do need to think differently as far as the being more connected. So with that said, I'd like to thank CTV Beans for bringing this, and thanks so much for the clarity, John, and pass it on to Elizabeth. And hopefully that has helped a lot of people. But again, happy New Year's to everyone, and may God continue to bless us individually as well as collectively. Thank you all so much, and we do stand adjourned.